the extended. Welcome back, guys, it's DJ Gaming here, and today we're going to be doing another episode of Minecraft Survival, episode 67. And in this episode, we're going to be doing something very special. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be fighting the Wither. And yeah, we're going to be doing the Wither fight. And then we're going to be setting up a beacon in our base, which is going to be very awesome for us. This will make this will be a pretty big addition to the base here. It's going to have a really high upfront cost, but it'll be all worth it in the end. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be fighting the Wither. So, I've actually gathered up some Wither skulls to do this. And yeah, Wither skulls are not too easy to get, even with looting 3. That's on the sword here. So, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be using a method that, an easy method to kill the Wither here. So, we're going to be placing the Wither like this, and then right here we're at a 3x3 nether bedrock ceiling here. So I'm going to be placing in the Wither sideways. So I'm going to do this, and then boom. The beginning. Okay, I'm going to drink some strength. I'm going to go back a little bit. Here we go. Overkill. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that, 3 achievements at once. That's awesome. Well, there we go. That was the easiest fight ever. Alright. I've actually had to go very far to this. I actually found some coordinates online to a bedrock ceiling that's here. I had to go around here. I had to go find one. There's actually some trivia. The bedrock pattern is actually the same for every single world, so it's kind of crazy. Just some trivia for you. Alright, I've had to dig a really long way here to get you over here. And I almost feel like actually going up to actually making a hole through the bedrock ceiling. So yeah, I'm gonna find somewhere that does that. And make a ladder that goes there. So what's this? 126. That's actually not the highest. You can use easy 5. Wait, 127. There we go. So we're actually going to be building a ladder that goes up here. So that's the staircase that I brought down, because I would like to make a place where I could get to the top of the nether. I'll just block all this off. I just don't care. Doing things the lazy way. So this is where my top of the nether is going to be. I gotta get here. So I'm going to do that another time. I'll do that later in the episode, so... Alright. I'm going to build my way down. And people are like... Oh. Okay, gotta be careful. That's why you don't dig straight down. I could land in a giant pool of lava here. I don't have any, I don't have my elytras on me. Okay. So that's where we're gonna end up. So this is gonna be the ladder to our ultimate nether top. Wait a minute. Wow! I'm very surprised. It actually lines up perfectly with my nether hub here. It lines up perfectly. That's gonna be very awesome. Once I get the tunnel set up, I'm also gonna do a tunnel here as well. And we're gonna be breaking some bedrock this episode, because I actually found a really odd way to break bedrock in kind of online. It's a really weird way, and it's extremely technical. And it's a very technical way to break bedrock. Except I have like all kinds of netherrack on me. I gotta get rid of all this. Why you must plague out my inventory. I didn't get to use the sniper rifle here, or aka a bow. But in the end we got ourselves another star, so let's go get some obsidian. Wow, I have exactly 5 obsidian. Actually, you only need 3 obsidian to make the beacon. Okay, and then some glass. There we go. Oh, I don't want to put the nether star in there. Okay, so let's craft the beacon. Let's do it. Boop. 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 And beacon. Oh yeah. Now, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go set it up. So, I'm going to set it up at the end here. So, it will be set up at the end here in the mine. So, what we're going to need a lot of blocks to make this work. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough blocks to put this together. I don't think I do. No, there's no... No, I don't. I think I only have enough blocks to make a, I've only got enough blocks to make a, enough, but... Wait a minute. I actually forgot that I had iron in here. I forgot to actually grab this stuff. So I may or may not have enough. I went on a pretty big mining trip a couple days ago. And yeah, I've gotten a whole lot of iron. My main priority for this was to get some coal. Because I was running low on this stuff. Because I was using a whole lot of coal to make my, to make the glass required to make that elytra tunnel. So I actually forgot to tell you about the elytra tunnel. So yeah, I still don't have enough to make my full beacon. Wait. I could have enough. I need 2 more blocks to make this happen. I need 2 more blocks to make this happen. Alright. And done. So that's exactly the amount of blocks I would need to make the beacon work. So, now we're gonna actually dig out an area for the beacon. So the beacon will be maybe underneath the storage area here. So I'm gonna get some tools here. I'm also gonna make like a door so I can access the beacon. So I can change its effects. So I can change its current effects. Oh, didn't mean to place those. Okay, that's good. And now we're gonna craft a door. Spruce door. So I'm gonna do this so I can access the beacon. So to be done, so the beacon will be accessed right here. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, wrong button. Oh boy, looks like we got a little bit of a leakage, and this is the water I've used in my pumpkin farm. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have to remove it or have to respect it, but I think the only way I have to do is to block it off, because it should be fine if I block it off. Okay, I've got quite a bit of it done. So what the plan is for this is what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually make quite a nice display for the beacon. What I would do, I would make an access room for the beacon, and what it would do, it will have a glass floor where you can actually see the entire beacon in the glass, while the beacon itself will still be accessible. So I can admire the amount of blocks I've put into it. So I'm gonna continue on with digging this out. Still got quite a bit left to dig, and this is probably gonna be the last thing that I'm gonna have to dig out where where it isn't insta-mine. So yeah, when you don't have insta-mine, digging out areas is not very fun. But this beacon is gonna really make getting new areas in this spot pretty much a breeze. Let's keep going. Ooh, looking very suspicious. Yeah, we got these guys sitting near my base. Yeah, we got a couple of these little buggers. Well, I can tell it's free. I can tell that, yeah, it's free XP. But since my level is so high, it's like it just gives me nothing. Just does nothing to my level because my level is so high at the moment. It's just because I have not died in a very long time. Like, my last death was like 36 hours ago. Like a very long time ago. But anyway, this is the actual part done. So we're done. And I'm kind of planning to also make a border around it as well, just to make this look good. Give it a shine. Oh, screws. Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can find something else we can do. I'm also cooking up some glass so I can actually make the glass. It's gonna be gray glass, because I find that to be the most transparent. It seems like it. It seems like it wouldn't be, but it really is really fine. I don't have much glass. I don't have much dye to work with here. I've only got 5 glass here. I'm not gonna have lots. I've actually collected a lot of bones. I've actually had to use a lot of bones to make the glass, and I'm pretty much almost out of those. Okay, I'm gonna go back over to the. I've been seeing a lot of pigmen coming here recently. But anyway, we've got ourselves done. I've actually been seeing some weird stuff lately. It's something to do with the rendering, and for some reason I'm seeing some. I'm seeing the borders, and when it comes to like the debug, when it comes to settings, I can't really find a way to disable it. But I was thinking it could be something to do with what is it here? The chunk boundaries. But it actually isn't. It just shows you this. But for some reason, when it enabled and disabled that, it doesn't actually go away. It stays there. But it might be hard to see, but when you look at very long distances, it's very noticeable. So it seems to be very distracting. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. But anyway, we're gonna start working more on this room here. Where's my... Okay, after a whole lot of digging, about 20 minutes of digging later, we've got the part done. We just need to work on this, on the flooring here. I'm gonna do the ceiling when I finish the floor. So yeah, I'm gonna work on the flooring here. The edge will be andesite, polished, just like I have on the normal parts here. Alright, just like that. And then we're gonna work on our giant beacon pyramid. What the heck is that word? Pyramid. Alright, let's do it. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm also gonna put some polished andesite on the edges as well. I've got a little jump turned on. I'm gonna turn it right off. So I'm also gonna put some andesite along the edges of this as well. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough andesite. I've only crafted a stack of it. I was expecting to have much less than that, but I was probably only expecting it to take half a stack, but no, it took a lot more than I expected. Oh, I've only got a few more left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy, I need to go get more andesite. Let's do that. And then we're gonna finish placing these in. I want this to look very polished. Literally. Wow, that was just enough. Yeah, polished, because it's polished andesite. Yeah. That joke was meh. Okay. Time for the most ultimate thing in the world. We're gonna do it. I want to make sure that's even. It's time to build the ultimate pyramid of awesomeness. This will provide us with great and awesome powers that we will never forget, that we will never live without. We shall keep on building. This shall come to life. This shall come to life. And then as we continue up the ultimate pyramid, and done. And now, time for the ultimate beacon block. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I've got my finger on the right click button. I'm gonna put some force on it, and that should place the beacon. And there we go. So it's not gonna light up because I haven't actually dug a hole to the surface. But at the moment, I'm gonna finish this room up. I want to finish up this room. So I'm gonna do it here. I don't know why I expected that beacon to light up since I haven't dug a hole yet. That's going up to the surface. It's probably going to be very high up though. So I'm going to quickly get some squid and I'll be right back. I wonder if anybody remembers this. So, over here in this place, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but this is the place where I actually first initially spawned in the world. On episode 57, this is where I spawned. This is pretty much when I had absolutely nothing, and all I had was just myself. All I had was a world in front of me, and that was pretty much it. So, we have sure came a very, very long way since that time, and it's only been about 10 episodes. So wow, we've came a really long way. And it's been only 10 episodes. So, now I gotta head back, get some more glass, and craft up the rest of these glass, and craft up and finish up this build. Oh my goodness, am I using my? Oh, I'm not using, because that shot really hurt. All right. Let's get back. Wow. I mean, I've been flying with this a lot. I flew like 500 kilometers with this thing. I mean, I've been using this so much. Alright, let's go put it away. I flew about 500 kilometers with this thing. I'm gonna show you. So it says distance by Elytra 500 kilometers. So yeah, I've used this a lot. Pretty much. I almost feel like I actually really depend on it. So I don't know how much more glass I need. It's a 9x9 area, so it's gonna be just over a stack. Probably gonna need about 5 bones. Oh, I gotta keep that in mind. 6 bone meal. I'm not gonna need much. That'll just be good. That'll be about good. Okay. So I'm gonna craft up the rest of this glass. Let's do a stack. And then what we're also gonna do, we're gonna also activate the beacon. I don't know why I'm always speaking in a big voice, but this is something that really deserves attention. Mobs may spawn in there, so I'd like to put some lights down there as well. So what I usually do, I'm going to use the tree lighting system that I would use, which is using trapdoors and glowstone. I find they work very well. I've actually replaced all of my torches in here with glowstone, so now it actually looks better without those torches. All right. Let's get down here. Let's add in our glowstone trapdoor combo. Alright. Enough trapdoors for this. I know I should. No, I just need to get up. I'm gonna use this trapdoor. Ooh, smart. Smart. Some items are going to be left in there, but they'll eventually despawn. Those pigs are going crazy. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing for up here. I'm going to use the same glowstone and a trapdoor combo as I would. Should I do those on the ceiling? That'd be a better idea. I can cover a lot more. I can cover a whole lot more if I put it on the ceiling. Alright, let's so I'm gonna make the ceiling next. So I'm gonna make the ceiling out of slabs like I did for here. I'm not gonna need lots, probably about that much for sure. Actually, that'll be more than enough actually. So I'm gonna put in the ceiling. So I didn't actually complete the ceiling. I was one block off, but that's okay because I'm actually gonna put in the lights next. So I'm going to put in the lights. That's on here, and I'm also gonna put where my beacon's gonna go as well. So as you can see, that's gonna cover. Wow, I pressed the wrong button. I was meant to press F3. So I was just here to check the light levels. Looks like there are a couple of parts in here that are gonna be a little bit unlit. So, let's use end rods. I think end rods against andesite's gonna look real cool. And this beacon, I want this beacon room to look a little bit futuristic as well. I should have some end rods sitting around. Let's turn off F3. I only got 2, but I can make more. Do I have any popped chorus? Do I have any popped chorus laying around, or did I convert them all to purple? I'm not 100% sure about that. Unfortunately, I actually did not find any chorus in my, I didn't actually find any chorus in my chest, but this is probably going to be a very good time to show you the elytra tunnel I've made that actually goes to the end. So this is the elytra tunnel I've put together, and this is actually took a very long time to put together. This took about 8 hours to put together, because this is a tunnel that's around 200 to 300 blocks wide. Alright, but this took a lot of digging, and the glass that's around me, I had to use about a double chest of glass just to line this, and around half an inventory of magma blocks. So I'm gonna fly through this. Where's my... So I actually had to use a slightly different design, so I did actually do a very steep drop, and then what I would do, I would just do 2s all the way down, but I had to go for 3s, then 4s, and then 8s for the rest of the way. Now this is where you can see the problem with like showing the block borders. The problem is very noticeable when it comes to looking for very long distances. I don't know how to fix that, but I'm in 1.10.2, and this and I found that this also happens in 1.9.4, and of course the dogs are barking as well. All right, let's do it. Let's go through here. All right. Look at this. 8 hours of work just to make a stupid tunnel. And then we got a giant portal at the end. This part's actually a little bit lower than what I would usually put. I'm gonna close this door. Okay, door closed. I had to close. The door is closed, and and he's still barking. You probably still hear him, but it's definitely a lot more crazy here. I've also added a little bit of a pathway going from this tunnel here going to the very end over here. So this will go all the way towards the end portal. Well, I don't even need to go get chorus plants in the first place. I can just bury those up. Yay. Okay, inventory clear time. Okay, that's better. Alright, inventory is better. Oh, my microphone almost fell over. Well, this tends to happen. I tend to have a microphone on an unstable surface or a soft surface. So, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put these end rods at the very edges. It also give it a little bit of a nicer look. And then the next thing we will want to do is we would want to actually build up the beacon beam so that the beacon will actually work. Technically. So what's the coordinates here? 89, 493. Okay. let's go to that same spot at the very top and let's dig. So here's the spot at the very top, exactly where the beacon is. And we're going to be digging down. So this is where the beacon is exactly going to be. Okay, this will look very weird. But we're going to dig down a little bit. We got a far ways to go. It looks like this is rubbing up against the edge here. Looks like we ran into some gravel here. But I'll eventually fix it up. So, I'm going to make it to the very bottom. This should be there in a little bit. I'll be right back. Well, there you go. The moment I mined that last block, the beacon activated, and I instantly got the Beaconator achievement. Very wild. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put these old fences to use. Or not. Alright. So we're gonna put a fence there. Or maybe put that a little higher. And there we go, we got the ultimate beam of light. Alright, so we got ourselves a beacon. This will look very weird on the mountainside though, because it's on the very edge of a mountain. I'll kind of show you. Like, it's just beaming right through the mountain. Huh. It's like breaking through the mountain. It looks so weird. Alright, so now we're gonna do one more thing. You don't really have a beacon if you can't really activate it. So again, we're gonna be doing even more organizing. Like, this chest room's so big. It's just everything has a place. Even yeah. And let's go here. Alright. So now it's time to activate the beacon. So, here we go. I'm going to place in the iron ingot. It looks like all of our places are working. Now we're going to do haste 2. And then we're going to click done. And we should have a haste buff. So now, we can actually instantly mine blocks. Now this is probably going to be one of the biggest things that's going to be introduced into the world. And don't forget the spruce door. It's a nice little touch. It's probably the first time I've used a wooden door in this world. And a beacon. But yeah. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next part of the episode, which is to do some weird things. Okay, so it's the next day. I was just doing my thing. I was doing some modification, a little bit of modification. What I've done is I've actually turned a lot of this netherrack into nether brick and red nether brick. And I've done some more nether wart for me. I've got so much nether wart now. I've actually converted a lot of it into blocks. So yeah, it's been a while. I've been doing a couple things on here. You can just see this looks really good when filled up. Except there's a couple that are not fully grown. But yeah. So I've built a brand new tunnel here that goes to where I'm going to go up to Bedrock. So this is the tunnel that I'm going to make. I mean, I've already made. I'm using a lot of the new netherrack blocks. I'm using a lot of this red nether brick, lots of magma, lots of this nether wart stuff. And this is the way leading to the very top of the nether. So I'm gonna head there. Give it a second to... It takes a while to get to the top here. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm about to do is gonna be an exploit that's eventually gonna be fixed in a later release. So I need to find a spot here to get to the top. I'm gonna try and get to the top of the nether. So first I need these coordinates, which is 28 and 59. Gotta remember those numbers. So I'm gonna dig over here. I'm gonna see if I can get in there, which I've failed to do so. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get to the very top of the nether here. So this will be something that's gonna be tricky, so I'm gonna see if I can do it. I'm gonna need to eat some food here to make it work. So I'm gonna teleport in here. Okay, there we go. Now we're at the very top of the nether. It looks like there's an endermite below me. So we need to go back to that block that we're gonna break. So this is the block that we're gonna break. So I'm gonna be using a very, very technical method. I think this method was found by a person named Eario. I think that's his name. So what you need to do, you need to put some sticky pistons in an arrangement like this. I'm gonna put an this involves minecarts of TNT, if you didn't know this already. So let's put some activated rail here. And what I need to do, I need to place some obsidian just like this. Put a lever here. Put 10 repeaters just like this. Alright, I'm gonna put a piece of redstone dust here. And that block, rack block there. I'm also verified that this will work in 1.10. This also works in 1.9 and 1.8 as well. So yeah, I found that this, so I'm not sure if this will be fixed. This may be fixed eventually, but this is a bug that will allow us to break Bedrock. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna mark this off, the block and bit. I'm gonna make sure that this is the right block. And it is, so I'm gonna place a piece of netherrack here. So, what this involves, we're gonna be using minecart of TNT for this one. So it involves this. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be using an exploit where it will actually, this piston will extend right when this explodes, which means that it will lose its head. So when I flip this, if I have all these correct, we should be fine. Let's flip it. Let's walk back a little bit. And as you can see, this piston has lost its head. So now we need to do this, now we have to do some special work here. I need to put a block here so that this piston will stay on even when we turn this off. And then next we're gonna put a block here to activate this piston. Okay, and I'm gonna do it one more time, this time for that piston, and hopefully this should work. Yes, it works. Okay, so we got two pistons without their heads. Alright, I'm gonna place a block of redstone here so that it won't so the piston won't retract. So this pretty much, so this whole system is done now. I can just mine this whole thing up. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to actually place down a couple more pistons in here. So what I'm gonna need to do, I need to place a piston going up here and then a piston going facing down here. So a piston that will face down is not gonna be as easy as you think. It's not gonna be very easy. So I'm gonna have to place down two pistons here. Okay, I still got my lever, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna get a piston here. I'm gonna break this piston and this and this. And now we're gonna place a piston like this. So this is our contraption that we're gonna work with. So I'm gonna refer to the video again just to see what's next. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to put two repeaters like this and one repeater like this. This one on 2 ticks, this one on just 1 tick. And then repeaters like this. And then we're gonna connect all these up. And then place a lever there. Okay, let me verify. Okay, so just to verify, this bedrock here is still here, so I'm not actually going to be using any camera stuff, any post-processing tricks or anything. I'm not going to go there. So this is right. So now I'm going to push this. Okay. Now we can remove these redstone blocks. And then watch what's going to happen. Okay. So I'm actually going to throw this redstone dust here, and then we're going to de-extend it. And boom. As you can see, this weird thing happens. That redstone that's there was to verify that I'm not using post-processing. I'm not deceiving you. And take a look at this. Below here, take a look. I just broke Bedrock. Yeah, I just broke Bedrock. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So this trick is actually a really technical trick that's there. If you want to see the video on how to do on this trick, just go to the description. And yeah. So we've successfully broken Bedrock. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of this obsidian quickly, this portal. Because we now have a way down into our base here, so now we have a way to the top of the nether. Now we have a way to get to the top of the nether very easily. So yeah. I'm gonna go make some ladders. Although this is not necessary, it's just kind of a way to get up here. Because I'm actually going to be putting a little hub up here, just to show the very top of the nether. And there we go. So, now we have an easy way to get up to the top of the nether here. So as you can see, the top of the nether, it's completely flat. And we can build up here as well, up to 256, the normal height limit. And yeah, this is gonna be a really easy way to get around. So this will be very useful for getting around, actually. So this should, in fact, be a very easy way to get places without needing to go for the harsh terrain that is the nether. Okay, so I'll just finish this episode right now, and goodbye.